A bump ball, much to the dismay of the Didsbury fielders, but the decision's made, so on we go. And he's got away with four runs. And that's a gift for David Cunliffe. Full toss again. Second bout. He's forced that one through as well, and that's going to be four more. That's through the offside. I'm going to cut that one back. The athletic piece of fielding and saved a couple of runs. I'm sure it was entirely controlled by David Cunliffe, but brought him two. There's a huge shout, and he's given him LBW this time, Chris Hyde. Umpire at this end. And I said that as LBW, so a breakthrough for Didsbury and for Nick Anderson. And first break. And that one's pulled away massively for 6. Full ball, 2 full, and that's this time Todd Walker. Full that time from Liam Booth. That's driven past Nick Anderson at mid-off. That's off the edge again, but safely controlled down to third man. I think he's going to get 4 for this. It's running so quickly, he has got 4 for it. 19 of the last 14 faced in total. That's going to be 4 more. Flash through that gap. That's there for Ben Cunliffe. So Didsbury keeping it as it is. No, that's fair enough. If he can just get the ball a little bit fuller. Well, he's gone shorter actually, and he's guarded it into the gap again. And going to be a single this time. Going out onto the deep square leg boundary out of your shot. Todd Walker has guarded it though into that gap between backward point and slip, and it's going to be 4 more. Can't be stopped down there. Nick Anderson looks. Swept hard but straight. It's gone through. The fielder, in fact, has swept that hard. It was straight. Problems sinking our game. 55. Big shout there, and LBW and given again, and Liam Booth liked it straight away. Was very confident about that. Umpire Martin Howe agreed with him after a short consideration. And that is a much needed breakthrough for Didsbury. Key man Todd Walker, LBW. So perhaps that will play into Didsbury's favour a little more. If they can just break up any momentum, that will help them, I suppose. Oh, that looks good again. Yes, it does, yeah. And LBW is the decision from umpire Martin Howe. Tom Booth looking, seemed to indicate that he indicated that the ball had come off the edge. But the umpire thinking otherwise. So a third LBW Don Booth has to. Well, that's a lovely shot. That's in his arc, and that's gone for 6. That's a huge hit down the ground. Lovely shot, typical of what Kevin Carroll can do. Yep, Martin Howe, the umpire, signals 6. Yes, he has been given. The batter not keen on walking.
Very strange that the keeper didn't appeal.
It was very odd, but it was a big noise. It was a big noise, and a big enough noise for umpire Martin Howe's satisfaction. Raised the finger, and a 3rd wicket for Liam Booth.
Fairly confident that was not from the keeper's reaction.
Yeah, my fellow scorer Roy Higginbottom's view, but the important thing with Didsbury's perspective, the umpire thought it was an edge. The bowler had no doubt either.
Brooklands.
Green in. It's gone in the air and caught by Nick Anderson on the long on boundary. And that is a huge wicket in the context of this game. It's another one of those effortless flicks from Kevin Carroll. I wasn't even aware of how aerial had gone, but the players were immediately shouting, "Catch it." Oh, that looks again rather adjacent. Yes, indeed. And Jim Hugel's been given out. Another LBW victim. Very full. Feet looked a bit stuck together. And Didsbury now well on top.
In road!
It was.
Come on, the Prince!
Neatly summed up by Roy Higginbottom, the Brooklands scorer today, my colleague. And that's gone big, and that's a very successful shot. The only issue is at 4 or 6. It's 6, I think. Yes, it is, yes. And a nice... An excellent spell this from Liam Booth, asking questions. Batsman having to play at everything. Okay, he's got one away there, a little too full, driven for 4. Oh, that's an edge, and it's gone away for a boundary 4. Charlie Lowen disappointed that he couldn't get the gloves on it. So another good probing over coming to an end from Liam Booth. Very little on offer for the batters to hit. He's flicked that away, this AJ, and he has tried too hard to flick it. Steve Green wandering around nonchalantly from backward point, pouches the catch, and thankfully for Didsbury, that miss of AJ Hart, that drop when he was at hadn't scored, not proving too costly as he is out to 4th wicket, but he remains scoreless, and everyone will know that now. Be conscious of that length of time he's spent on naught. A chance to get away here. And it's got one, yeah. Tom Bidwell couldn't get hold of the ball. Back. Oh, off the edge, that's whiz past slip. Well, my second slip would have been, and a welcome boundary for Jack. Sorry, just let me correct my scoring record, which has not gone to plan. That's a nice shot from Sam Youts. He's picked the right ball there to sweep us a little bit of width and a boundary for Brook. 5 off it so far with a ball to come. That's a nice shot from Jack Bagshaw, and that's a 4 for him to finish the over. And they just show the virtue there of waiting for the right ball, not being overly aggressive, Brooklands, but just choosing a moment. That's intelligent play. Sam Youts has flicked that one nicely through mid-on, and that's going to be another 4 for him. He's 19, but had to do a job for his side, and every credit to him for that. Gone aerial again, but but flicked the wrists more on that one and found the boundary this time.
Come on, the Ward! Come on, Ward out!
Second over. Sam Youts, a ball that Sam plenty in net practices, played together on the same team a number of times, but
Get down, Wizard!
opposite sides now. After Sam's move to Brooklands, he's going to get a couple here off the under edge. That's all he wants. The toss and the opposition coming in. If they said you're looking at around about 180 to chase, they'd have taken it, but from being 107 for 8, will have wanted to do better than that, as Jack Bagshaw drives that nicely wide of mid-off for 4. Good. And that's a nice hit, but I think it's going to be out. Yeah, Ed Newman has caught it, and Jack Bagshaw didn't get hold of that. We were talking about that 9th wicket that was wanted.
That's out!
By Didsbury, and they have got it. Ed Newman taking the catch. Jack Bagshaw's long innings, 92 balls, has come to an end. Bound the pitch and bowled. So Sam Leach decided to go for the big hit, perhaps a little injudiciously with still some balls remaining. But that second wicket for Nick Anderson ends the Brooklands innings at 164. Driven and caught. David Cunliffe, I think, has taken the catch there. White's on out. This is Todd. Well, my apologies to Todd. Fielding there at gully, and an early blow for Brooklands. And that is a wicket maiden. Take a leaf out of the 9th wicket pair. For Brooklands, just take your time and get accustomed to all the conditions. But if the ball's there to hit as well, hit it nicely, as Charlie Lowen has done. Beautiful. Apologies about that. There we are, it's a bit better. See a bit more of the action there. 14 for 1. Leach into Newman. Pushes that nicely, much straighter now, Ed Newman, and I think he's beaten the chase of the 2-man area. Sun back with us now. Very welcome it is to a lovely afternoon it's been for cricket. It's an intriguing tussle for people to watch here, but Ed Newman's flicked out beautifully away for another 4. It's indeed a really commendable effort. It's given them a good chance in this match. It's nicely driven by Charlie Lowen, and I think despite AJ Hart getting a hand to it, that is going to run away for 4. It's a lovely straight drive. First ball of his last over went for 4 byes. He'll to the left-hander, but he's got that pitch better, but too full this time. And Ed Newman. Sorry, no, it's deep cover, beg your pardon, because obviously Ed Newman on strike, the left-hander. Straight out. Fine leg. What everybody else is in, as far as I can tell. It's flicked away though, first ball for 4 runs behind square. Lovely shot from Ed Newman. It's too full, but in the air and caught. Yes, caught. That extra cover, it looked too full in a loose drive. Dominic Booth with a good low catch. And having been frustrated with LBW appeals being turned down and a misfield giving a run away, a good low catch by Dom Booth puts this game back in the balance. Ed Newman departs, 23 he made. Big wide stance, keeper up to the stumps. Oh, flicked away for 4, but there was an anguished Sam Youd's in and Charlie Lowen taking a single. I think that's, yeah, it's always going to be one. And some good cricket. That's through there. Oh, that's dropped. That's dropped. Todd Walker has dropped it. It's gone for 4 as well. It was a very catchable opportunity. Sliced off the edge of the bat and a life for phew. A lesson for Sammy out, just keep it there. That's too full and beautifully driven, and that's much more convincing boundary for Rob Semi. I'll get under 100 and then work it down in lots of 10 or 15 from there. Let's get there first of all. Sammy Out's in as Charlie Lowen guards that into the ground over the field at backward point. It's going to run away, gathers pace, 4 runs. Off the edge, and that's caught. Oh, that's Todd Walker again in action, and that was a screamer. Oh my goodness, I'm sorry you missed that on the on your screen, as it was fast, low catch, and Charlie Lowen, having just said how Didsbury would want to be staying there more than this hour that he's batted, has to go. A fine catch. It's an intriguing game it is, and with Brooklands snapping up that sharp chance, Todd Walker, it really was a wonderful catch. Low down, one-handed. As he's flicked that away, Nick Anderson for 4. That will make him. Slashed hard over Todd Walker this time at gully, no danger there, and another boundary for Nick Anderson, second one for him. Ball of this 17th over. That's nicely flicked, Nick Anderson. That's a lovely shot. It's an intriguingly poised match, and at a crucial stage as well, with 2 Didsbury's best batters at the crease. And that's a nice shot from Nick Anderson. He's flicked that away fine off his legs, and nobody down there at all. That's short, and that's going to get the treatment. That was a poor ball. And Rob. That looks like a good shout to me, yeah, and is given. Rob Semi looks distraught. He certainly wasn't very far forward, but whether he felt he got an edge on the ball or not, I don't know. But umpire Martin Howe had no doubt As we said, the game delicately poised, and that is certainly a big blow. Sam Leach goes out to replace Rob Semi. He's already on the field, Sam. And he's turned him again nicely. Now, certainly another two there. It's not going to, again, there's no power in this shot from Sam Leach. Nicely driven by Sam Leach. That's a lovely shot. And mid-wicket, there is a man at mid-wicket, Jim Hugel, but behind him, big patch of green grass, and I'm sure the batters are aware of that. And that's one to go that direction. And he's hammered it that way, Sam Leach. That was too short from Kevin Carroll. And 4 runs for Sam Leach. They've just got to stay composed out there, these two. Both experienced players, fine batsmen, the pair of them. And Sam Leach has decided, actually, having said that he's had enough of that. I think that's gone all the way for 6. It has indeed, as umpire's shown. Still, he's got this very wide, long off, long on, deep extra cover out for Nick Anderson. There's nobody down at third man, and that'll be 4 more runs. Oh, and he's played on. He's played on, Sam Leach, just as things look to be settling a bit for Didsbury. Another twist. As Sam Leach goes, another batsman falls in the 20s. Just as this pair were again in some kind of control. Another 28.4 overs, so that's not going to be the issue. You can see the run rate required is insignificant. It's Didsbury can hold it, and that's gone straight up in the air, and Nick Anderson is going to be out, caught and bowled. Is. And 2 wickets in 4 balls. It was a short ball, it was not a good ball. It should have really gone onto the road, but Nick Anderson has got a top edge. It's gone straight up in the air. He cannot believe it. I can't believe it. And Didsbury. And that's nicely driven by Dan Ward. It's a beautiful way to get off the mark. Patiently. Loads of time. And when you get a ball like that as well, you can benefit from it. Certainly going to get 2, might even get 4. A tumbling attempt down there in the, but it's in vain because that's gone for a valuable 4. Looking a bit ginger. He's brought men in short, as you can see, and as the men also short on the offside, but also on the leg side is close. It's not quite in shot. Let's bowl this over. He's bowled him. Yes, he's got it through. He's whizzed it through. Dan Ward playing forward, misses it, and is bowled. Oh gosh, another twist. Delight for Brooklands. And for Kevin Carroll, who takes his 2nd wicket. Tom Bidwell. Either one to stay there and get these runs. A lot of pressure for him. And he's bowled first ball. He can't is the answer. He's bowled first ball. Yorked by Kevin Carroll. He'll be on a hat-trick at the start of the next over. And Didsbury are collapsing here. Tom. Yeah, he's caught him. He's caught. Liam Booth's caught at slip. Kevin Carroll, what a catch. Yeah, he's probably one of the two players who could have caught that. That was low, that was fast. Just wondering if Didsbury were going to negotiate the over safely. But Liam Booth has fallen, caught at slip. Brilliant catch. Didn't slippled. Can't tell, and the important thing is the umpire's not single anything, so that's 2 runs. Oh, Steve Green. I beg your pardon, correction, 3 runs. Thanks for yeah, 3 runs in the end. Kevin Carroll into Steve Green. That's short, and that's going to be going for 4, I think. It has gone for 4. A crucial boundary, Steve Green, with field settings and one thing and another. Anyway, Roy, my colleague, reckons this will be the crucial over. Let's see. Rob Leach in. Didsbury needs 6. Brooklands need a wicket. He's thrashed that, and it's going to be 4 runs. 4 runs for Steve Green. A lovely cover drive. He's been entrusted with this ball. Trying to get the tie for Brooklands. But Steve Green has done it. And they have completed 1 run, so 1 run it is. It's only 1 run.